This is Chris Ayers with Video Insight, and in today's training video we're going to talk about the 3 different types of cameras and what we can do with them in the live video navigation portion. Here I have the first type of camera. This is a fixed lens camera with no moving parts. On these fixed lens cameras I have the ability to left click, hold, and drag diagonally down. As you'll notice here, there's a little blue outline. This blue outline is indicating where I'm going to be zooming in on. This is the digital zoom. This digital zoom is post-processing, and it does not affect anyone else's live video viewing, nor does it affect the recorded video of this specific camera. If I'm in a digital zoom, down here in the bottom left-hand corner for the camera, you have a little picture-in-picture window. This will allow me to move around anywhere within that zoom that I have and see that area zoomed in. I can also come in, use my mouse scroll wheel to zoom in or zoom out, and I can also left click, hold, drag in the opposite direction to zoom out. So, just to reiterate, to zoom in, left click and drag in the diagonal down direction, so down and to the right. To zoom out, hold, drag, diagonal, up and to the left. The next kind of camera is a pan-tilt zoom camera. So here I'll select a PTZ from my tree, and once I do so, if you'll notice, it brings up a brand new window here that indicates pan-tilt zoom control. I can utilize this and move my PTZ. The speed indicates how far it will move based on when I click an individual piece. You also have the ability to click on the image itself and move the PTZ in that direction. If you would like, you can click this icon, which will give you a pop-out, basically giving me a big drop-down or a big pop-out window like this for which I can control my cameras. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can also focus near or focus far. You can also open the shutter or close the shutter, as this case may be. This allows me to move around the pan-tilt zoom. Dependent on the type of PTZ that's being utilized, you may use your mouse scroll wheel again to zoom in and zoom out, or send a zoom in and zoom out command to the camera, or you can utilize the same left click and drag that was done during digital zoom to physically zoom in on an object. Note, this specific left click and drag for pan-tilt zoom functionality does not function for every pan-tilt zoom camera. If you'll notice here in the name window, there's a drop down. This drop down corresponds to all of my saved presets for this camera. I can come in, highlight a preset, and it will move the camera to that preset. The same is also true when I do the pop-out window. The pop-out window will allow me to pick and select a specific preset, or it will allow me to highlight multiple presets and start a guard tour. This camera will now cycle through those 3 different presets until it is told to stop. The last type of camera we'll look at for control is a fisheye 360-degree lens camera. By default, a fisheye camera is a circular image that comes in and streams its information to us, giving us a 360-degree view of the area it's in. When we're viewing it in a single camera layout, we have the ability to dewarp it. In dewarping, I can click and drag any one of these 4 instances here and move and see what I'm viewing. I can also come in and use the mouse scroll wheel to zoom in or zoom out on the image. If I would like to look at something in a larger window, I can double click one of the individual screens and bring it into a full screen window which I can control. If you double click it again, it will take you right back to the 4-screen display that we saw previously. You do have the ability for these 2 options, quad view or panoramic view. If you select panoramic view will go through and give you 2 images, each image comprising 180 degrees of the entire image, thus dewarping the fisheye pan-tilt zoom.